Sports, a very part of life in the United States and definitely right here in Central Ohio, and that's because they go beyond scores and stats.
Yeah, for many young athletes, sports, of course, teaches life lessons, helps to keep their schedules regimented as well, and can really improve their mental health. Whitney Harding has more on the anxieties that COVID-19 is giving to middle and high school athletes.
That's right, Jen and Carrie. So much of that anxiety comes from unknown, and I mean, isn't that what this pandemic has brought to all of our lives? These athletes are nervous that they may not have a season, but at the same time, many are worried, what if they do?
She is all about that confidence and going out and attacking that ball all the time.
Since she was 8 years old, Julia Ondo has set her life around volleyball. Now heading into her 8th grade year at Worthing Way Middle, the idea of no season has her head spinning.
I'm just used to my certain schedule of what days I have volleyball, and now that I don't, I just don't know what to do.
She doesn't want to get up and do anything.
And her mother, Rebecca, has also felt lost watching her daughter struggle.
It's devastating. Athletics plays such a crucial part in a kid's life, and when they lose that, they lose their gumption to go.
Yeah, I mean, sports are a big part of what kids do. Student athletes often identify themselves through their sports. It's a big, important part of a child's learning experience.
Athletic counselor Dr. Chris Stankovich says he's seen a lot of athletes struggling mentally with the possibility of no fall sports, and also sharing anxieties about if there are.
As much as the kids want to go back, I think many of them have expressed to me just uncertainties and not really knowing protocols. And even if I'm doing everything right, what about the guys I'm playing against? Is that team safe? What if I get it? How long will I be out? Will I infect other people in my family? So many questions right now.
I'm just worried that if we do play, it'll be really weird and won't be as fun as normal, but I'd still rather play than not do anything.
Julia is doing everything she can to stay sharp, including organizing her own sand volleyball practices outside with teammates.
They're social distancing. They're doing the 6 feet on the court and stuff like that. They just got to get up and go.
Now, Worthington School Superintendent Trent Bowers wrote in a release yesterday, there is an Ohio Capital Conference middle school meeting next week where sports will be evaluated at a conference level. Right now, guys, still a lot of unknowns.
That's right, that's for sure. And the governor says we should get more information next week.